Charlie's red velvet hammock. Amidst the towering sentinels of the ancient forest, where shadows whispered secrets and the scent of moss and pine mingled with the cool breeze, a solitary figure named Charlie had pitched his camp. Beneath the verdant canopy, his belongings were strewn with a haphazard grace, yet the centerpiece was a stark contrast to the wilderness, an opulent red velvet hammock, its hue as vivid as the setting sun, suspended between two colossal oaks. Charlie, a wanderer by heart, had ventured far from the realms of civilization in search of solace and meaning. This secluded corner of the world had whispered its invitation to him, and the red velvet hammock had been his answer. With the last traces of daylight waning, the forest's symphony of life sang in his ears. The flicker of his campfire cast dancing shadows on the trunks, and the stars began to emerge, bright pinpricks against the velvety expanse of night. With a deliberate grace, Charlie settled into the hammock, its plush surface yielding beneath him like a tender embrace. He slowly reclined, the rhythmic swaying lulling him into relaxation. The velvet's touch against his skin was a paradox of softness and richness, an echo of comfort amidst the rugged wilds. As the night deepened, the forest's song grew stronger, the murmur of wind through leaves, the distant hoot of an owl, the rustling of creatures unseen. Charlie's gaze lifted, tracing the constellations above as his thoughts danced with the flames. His mind began to drift, the hammock cradling him like a cradle swaying in the arms of a loving mother. And then, a shift subtle yet undeniable. The stars above shimmered, their light refracting through the canopy of leaves, casting an ethereal glow. The forest seemed to sigh, its contours warping and bending, and Charlie felt a sensation akin to floating on a sea of dreams. He tried to sit up, to comprehend this unbidden transformation, but his body was weightless, his movements fluid like water. Panic bloomed in his chest, his heart quickening, but as his surroundings solidified into focus, or replaced fear. The landscape that unfolded before him was one of wonder and impossibility, a realm where the laws of reality were mere suggestions. Mountains soared like jagged titans, their peaks kissed by clouds that glowed with an otherworldly luminescence. Rivers flowed both upward and downward, their currents defying the natural order. Eyes wide, Charlie marveled at this surreal tableau. He reached out, his fingers grazing the air, and the very fabric of the world responded to his touch, shifting like sand beneath his hand. With each thought, the landscape shifted, colors bled and blended, forms morphed and merged, all guided by the currents of his imagination. Days and nights blurred as Charlie explored this wondrous new reality. He encountered beings forged from stardust and shadow, their eyes holding galaxies and secrets. Communication transcended words, carried by the currents of emotion and connection. Conversations flowed like rivers, weaving tales of creation and existence, philosophy and purpose. Yet amidst the marvels, a longing began to stir within him, a yearning for the tangible, for the raw touch of soil, the taste of rain, the embrace of human connection. For all its beauty, the surreal realm felt incomplete, a mosaic missing essential pieces. One twilight, as he reclined in the red velvet hammock that had brought him here, Charlie closed his eyes and whispered a wish to return to his world, enriched by his journey. The hammock responded, its threads humming with energy. The vibrant landscape began to dissolve, reality rippling outward. As the world spun and blurred, Charlie felt himself descending, weight returning to his limbs. And then, as the forest materialized around him, he found himself nestled in the hammock once more, stars overhead, fire crackling nearby. Elation surged through him as he realized he had returned, forever changed by the journey. He emerged from the woods with the red velvet hammock slung over his shoulder, carrying the echoes of his ethereal encounters. Time flowed onward, and Charlie shared his tale with kindred spirits, those who craved the touch of the extraordinary. The story of the red velvet hammock spread like wildfire, touching hearts and inspiring souls. People embarked on pilgrimages to the woods, hoping to experience their own journeys of transformation. For, in the end, Charlie had learned that reality was not confined to the mundane, that imagination held the power to shape worlds. And as he rested beneath the stars on cool nights, swaying gently in his hammock, he often wondered whether the realm he had visited truly lay beyond the veil of dreams or if it was merely a reflection of the boundless potential that dwelled within every heart.